Welcome back to Dubai. Yes, everybody, thanks very much for checking out today's video. I'm back in Dubai, I'm back in the desert, and my word, it's hot. Okay, so I've just gone 4 weeks in the UK, never got above 20 degrees Celsius, and today, first day out of the apartment after hibernating and being scared of the weather, it's 36 degrees, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's only gonna get hotter. This is why we love this place. So today's video is all about how to release the golf club, okay? So we're gonna be talking about how the hands work through impact and how they work for pre-impact, through impact, and post-impact to help you understand the club face control, because I see a lot of golfers that might swing it very, very nicely, swing the club relatively neutral, but struggle with direction because they're maybe over manipulating the face or not releasing the club correctly. So I'm going to give you a couple of really good drills today on how to release the golf club correctly. Now, one of the key faults I see is golfers, as they're starting to come back down, they start to rotate. A lot of focus is always on the lower body, and as it should be as well. The lower body is a very key area of the golf swing. But as we start to clear, very, very easy for the hands to kind of keep the club face open and just kind of pop it off towards the right hand side. That way then you get the push and the slice that follows, not a shot that we want to see at all. So a very, very simple drill for this is just understanding how the club face should work. So first of all, put the feet together, one arm behind your back, left arm behind your back if you're a right-handed golfer, and just let the wrist just drop back down. So we get the club to about here, toe of the club is up, let the club then just drop down into the ground, and then from there I want you to rotate your body towards where the target would be and let the toe of the club work back up. So we're in there, so toe of the club up, push it down to the ground, turn, and let the club start to work back up again. Great way of feeling that release, because the release of the golf club is actually this movement. We see too much of that. Now that is a club face rotation. Now I call that a flip. It's actually something that I do quite a lot of. But the release of the club, really, the wrists only ever work up and down in the golf swing. So if I take my set and I go back to here, and as I start to take the club into my takeaway, you'll see my wrists go more upwards. As they then come back down, they should then work down again, rotate, up. Okay, so we never see the club face roll to the right as we turn down, and then we don't see them roll to the left as we start to go through. Very, very important that we don't try and turn the club face, because that way then we can massively over manipulate and send it towards the left hand side. So always understanding that the wrist set works up and down during the golf swing. So if I just take my set up, hinge up, turn my shoulders, that's a good takeaway position. If I do the same again from setup, hinge up, turn my shoulders to the target, that's a great looking impact position. So I'm always looking at the toe of the club, all right? So as I turn back, toe of the club's up, feel like you're kind of pushing it down into the ground here and turn, and then back up again. And you start to feel down, turn, up. And that's the feeling we're going to try and get. Down, turn, up. Difficult on one arm, get the forearms pumping. Bring in both hands, same sort of feeling. Down, just push it down into the ground. Don't forget, obviously on a full golf shot now, your body's rotating. This is all happening super, super quick. So don't be worrying now that this movement is just going to stab it into the ground, because it's really not, okay? You're just going to feel the down, turn, up, okay? Another way to really look at this is like an L position. You go L, release, L, L, turn. Okay, so really understand that the hands have got to be working a lot more kind of up and down during the golf swing. And you can even just go and hit some balls like this. Keep the feet relatively close together, get into that L position. Feel like you're releasing the club down there. Again, to a lot of golfers, this is going to look like a cast. It's not casting, because if I put it all together, what I'm really doing is catching it fat. Now what I'm really doing is just releasing the club down into the ground as my body rotates. As my timing gets better and better, then I'm going to start to catch the ball a little bit cleaner, and as I start to get cleaner, you'll start to see a little bit more of a better outcome from the actual shot itself and from the ball flight. So as you get there and you turn. So you just get the feel, arms are going to work down, and we get a slightly better connection again on the way through. So really just trying to understand how the hands work during the golf swing is massively important. Let the hands start to work up and down. Use that from setup, go up, turn. Great position there, toe of the club's up, down, turn. Really good position again with the toe of the club pointing back up again. So you get that feeling, down, turn, up. And that is how you release the golf club. Releasing the club is massively important. Understanding face control is also hugely important, because even if you swing the club from out to in to out, relative to target, that club face has still got to be pretty neutral on the way through. So you can obviously then, if you do miss a shot, which we all will and do, we're not going to miss it by a massive amount. Okay, so very, what I think is a very simple drill. And somebody asked me on my YouTube channel recently, it's a great question: should I practice with loads of golf balls, or is it okay to do it at home? And my answer was actually, you're thinking it the opposite way around. You should be practicing as much as possible at home. Call them dry drills, practicing without a golf ball, being able to understand the positions you're trying to get into, feel them, and then just get the body starting to work in sync. What happens with a golf ball, and what happened to me just then even, is you're reacting to the golf ball. So you're now just trying to hit the ball. With all good intentions, you're trying to hit a good shot, but you're actually just trying to hit the golf ball when the golf ball is there. So it's all about trying to make sure you're using the change of technique and the change of movements rather than worrying about what the golf ball is going to do. So lots of dry drills without a ball is definitely much more beneficial. Guys, I hope this has helped. Please do subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for checking out the channel. Hit that like button if there's something that has helped you or will help you. And for today, from a very hot and warm, beautiful and sunny Dubai, we'll see you again very soon.